It feels like every single time we turn around to look at what Roblox is doing behind the scenes, they're shoving another AI update down our throats that literally nobody on the platform asked for. It's actually crazy how disconnected the corporate executives are from what normal players and developers actually want to see added to the game. If you look anywhere on Twitter or YouTube right now, you'll see thousands of people begging for better moderation or simple improvements to the platform servers or the game itself, but instead of listening to the community, Roblox spent millions of dollars acquiring a company called Morpheus AI. They're trying to push this heavily controversial thing called Roblox Reality Vision, and the entire goal is to use video models to automatically upscale normal Roblox games to enter hyper-realistic environments in real time. I'm generally starting to think that David Baszucki is going to literally marry an AI chatbot at some point because his obsession with putting AI algorithms into every single corner of this game is out of control. He loves AI so much he probably invites random AI programs to his family dinners or vents into his AI girlfriend about why his game is completely falling apart. If there's a way to replace a normal working feature with a broken AI system, you sure know David Baszucki is throwing money at it. But the thing is that not only nobody wants this update, the real issue is that the technology they spent all this money on does not even work. Roblox made this official announcement claiming that this new acquisition is going to cut the time and cost of building interactive worlds, and it seems they're desperately trying to convince investors that this is the future of the platform. But the second people got their hands on a generation tool and tried to move around in these quote-unquote realistic worlds, the entire illusion just fell apart. A news account posted a video on Twitter showing what happens when you try to play a game running on this new Morpheus system, and it looks like a hallucinated fever dream. The program is basically just guessing what the game is supposed to look like based on your movement, and when a player's running around through the generated field, you can visibly see the character model warping and melting into the background because the engine cannot figure out how to render graphics properly. The generator is just hallucinating stuff on the screen because it thinks that's what a video game is supposed to look like, and it all shows that none of it is playable and none of the physics make any logical sense. Another player uploaded a clip where they literally just found the jump button a few times, and the system got so confused by the vertical movement that a character just floated up past the clouds, and suddenly they were surrounded by a distorted atmosphere simply because the video generator broke down and did not know how to render a skybox. People are treating this like a joke right now because it is pretty funny to watch the system fail this badly, but you have to remember that Roblox paid a whole lot of real money to acquire this technology. This whole situation gets even more ridiculous when you stop and think about the actual cost of running this type of technology. There was a similar project recently created by OpenAI called Sora, which was designed to generate high-quality clips from simple text prompts. When it first came out, everyone was amazed by how realistic the videos looked, and thousands of people were rushing to use it. But the processing power required to constantly generate those videos in real time was so expensive that the company was basically burning through cash every single second the servers were turned on. The operating costs were just so high that they had to shut the whole thing down just to avoid going bankrupt. Now imagine taking that exact financial nightmare and trying to apply it to a video game platform that has millions of active players logging in every single day. Roblox is trying to use real-time video generation models to constantly render photorealistic graphics for every single person walking around in a server. If a company that specializes in these programs had to shut their video generation down because the server costs were too expensive, there's literally no logical way that Roblox is going to be able to afford running this for millions of kids who play simple roleplay games. Their server bills alone are going to drain the company dry before the technology even works. Now, the biggest difference between OpenAI's Sora video generator and Roblox Reality Vision, despite the fact that they were both pretty controversial, at least a good portion of people actually liked using Sora AI, and they wanted it to succeed because they found it useful for their own projects. But with Roblox Reality Vision, literally nobody wants this to exist. Developers do not want their games being melted down and hallucinated by algorithms that generates fake UIs and breaks the core physics of other games, and players do not want to walk around in a blurry environment where jumping too fast sends you in their outer space. There's literally zero demand for this feature from the actual community that plays the game every single day. Roblox is essentially setting their own money on fire to fund a project that is guaranteed to fail faster than any other video generation model in existence because they do not even have the audience that supports it. It is just another classic example of the corporate executives ignoring the real problems on the website so they can chase whatever new tech trend is popular on the internet this month. Instead of upgrading the basic website infrastructure, they're throwing millions of dollars at a company that makes players glitch on a whole screen. David Baszucki is probably sitting in a boardroom right now trying to figure out how to take Morpheus AI on a romantic dinner date, while the rest of their player base is wondering why their favorite games keep getting ruined. You cannot just replace a functioning physics engine with a broken AI that guesses what a jump is supposed to look like and expect people to be happy about it. Developers spend months carefully writing scripts and building stuff to make sure their games work perfectly, and they're not going to let some random algorithm ruin all their hard work just so the company can brag about having realistic graphics. At this rate, they're going to bankrupt their own servers just trying to generate a realistic looking tree while the rest of the website falls apart. Now that's all I have for you guys today, so I will see you in the next one.